Hey guys, welcome to Rapid Fire Reviews, where you guys all give me a load of suggestions via comments, Facebook, etc., and then I rattle through as many as I can in 3 to 4 minutes. Shimmer41 suggests a whole bunch of different things to do with sleeping. I'm going to go with sleep eating, which I wish I could do. It would save me so much time. And sleeping in general, which is something, frankly, I miss doing. 2011 so far has been the year of not sleeping for a lot of reasons, mostly because I'm working on a web series that I love. And apparently I have spoken in my sleep actually once or twice. Apparently last time somebody heard me sleeping, I said, smooch. But I don't remember any dreams about smooching. Plot twist. Puberty. Everybody's got to do it. Well, except for the few poor bastards who don't. But overall, I'm in favor of puberty. It means that I get to have sex with adults. This is from the, whoa, man. Hipsters, they're always fun to talk about. You know what? Hipsters have, generally speaking, pretty good taste, and I think that's what they have going for them. And I also think the term hipster is probably the loosest term ever for a clique of individuals I've ever run into. It's kind of useless, so I'm going to say hipsters. They don't really exist. Unlimited apathy, a lot of stuff, but my college experience. Well, I went to university, but same deal, I guess, to Americans. And yeah, my university years were pretty cool. Got myself a Bachelor of Honors. Honors, back to puberty. In English for the film minor, and it's pretty good times. Really, a lot of good stuff happened during those years, which is why I actually have my degree framed on my wall, unlike most of my friends with bachelors who rolled them up and stuck them inside of the nearest dog. Hither Troilus has a whole bunch of stuff. Luckily, I can rattle through that pretty quick because most of it's verses. So, fight time. Jedis versus Time Lords, easy. Time Lord goes back in time, tells the Jedi to become a blacksmith, let's say. Done. Sorted. Fight's over. Pandas versus koalas. Koalas will win every time. Koalas, they may be smaller, man, but they will just growl and tear your face off, and the panda will just lie back and be like, I'm gonna not breed. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna not breed all over your face. I'm gonna so not how my species reproduce. Meh. Canadian viewers versus American viewers. Same as pandas versus koalas. Well, I guess the American viewers would win in a fight because there's so many more of them. Sorry, Canadians. Including myself. Time travel versus space travel. I would say space travel because space travel means you're going out into the universe and finding new and really cool things, while time travel, you're kind of noodling around, generally speaking, in your own life, or you're going back trying to kill Hitler, or which, frankly, I would just tickle the shit out of him every time he went to do a speech. Nobody would take him seriously, he wouldn't become a powerful guy, and I wouldn't have to kill a man. So hey, tickle Hitler. No matter what Doctor Who tells you in the latest episode. Ducks versus chickens. Chickens can run around with their heads cut off. Not for very long and then they die, but can ducks do that? I don't think so. So chickens win. Headless chicken. Waffles versus pancakes. I had pancakes for breakfast this morning. They win because I can think about pancakes more easily. Opera. I'm in favor of hip-hopera because I like to say that. Otherwise, opera, I don't know. I just don't know enough about opera. Sorry, I'm ignorant. Tom Burke made a 40 bajillion million long line of suggestions in Facebook, bless him. So I'm just going to take the first one. Taste. It's good to have. I might know Tom in real life. Kate Heron says your mother. Actually, I reviewed my dad last fall, so that actually could be a legitimate request. Mom's a really classy dame, and I don't talk about her nearly enough compared to my dad, because what my dad does in life is generally pretty eccentric, while my mom is doing great stuff. But I don't know. She's just a good, strong woman who puts up with my dad, and I came out of her, so that's cool. I'm glad she didn't just keep me in there. That would be awkward, especially in the later years. Carolyn Myers suggests sarcasm. It's good in small doses. Small doses. And frankly, I feel like sarcasm was the 90s. Let's move on, people. Let's get into mirth. Ms. Redgerb suggests Google versus Yahoo, and I'll tell you right now, Google, what's Yahoo? Yahoo is that thing that I have to remember exists and don't like signing into if I want to use Flickr, and even then I don't need to do that anymore because Flickr realized that Google is better. Google wins every day of the week. Yahoo is like the MySpace of search engines. Toes. I'm partial to them. Charlie Johnson says Sean Connery, but she also says Sean McClane. A tough choice, I suppose, but I'm going to go with Sean Connery because he was James Bond, and he wrote a really funny letter turning down an ad that he was asked to be in because he said, for IBM, he said, I will not sponsor your crappy computers. I'm Sean Connery. I'm James Bond. I fucked that up. I'm James Bond, goddammit. And I just love that the man actually liked his role so much that he did something that sounds like it was written for Family Guy, but yeah. And finally, Emily Lockhart has 2 suggestions. Posting old photos of yourself on online dating sites. Don't do it, people. Put accurate, nice photos that show all of you, even if you're a little unsure about your weight or your height or whatever, because when you meet the person in person, they'll know. They're not going to be like, well, this person weighs 700 pounds, but in their photo they only look like they weighed 150. So I can only presume that there's a weird lighting effect. No, don't do that. In that way, you'll actually find someone who likes you for what you really look like, and then once you get to know them, who you really are, I would hope. What? So yeah, that's Rapid Fire Reviews Volume 2, I guess. I'd love to do another one. If you still want me to keep doing these things, then let me know in the comments. And better still, give me suggestions in the comments. And the best suggestions are ones that are things I can sort of quickly rattle off on. If you want me to review like the entire economic procedures of the United States during 1970 to 1973, you're probably not going to get anything that great. But something I can do short and snappy, yeah. Anywho, my cameraman bought me this, bless him, so I think I'm going to go drink it on the balcony. Summer!